Listen to me carefully and slow down for a moment. Before you scroll, before your mind jumps to the next distraction, pause and ask yourself something honest. When was the last time you were truly curious? Not curious because you needed marks, not curious because someone forced you, but curious because your heart wanted to know more, to understand, to explore. As children, curiosity was our natural language. We asked why without fear. We touched, tested, questioned, imagined. The world felt like a mystery waiting to be opened. Then slowly, life happened. People told us, don't ask too many questions. Just do what you're told. This is how it's always been. Stay in your limits. And without realizing it, curiosity started dying inside us. But hear this clearly today. The moment curiosity dies, growth dies with it. Curiosity is not a luxury. Curiosity is not a weakness. Curiosity is the foundation of a powerful life. Every breakthrough you admire, every successful person you respect, every invention that changed the world started with one simple thing: I want to know more. Curiosity is the spark that turns ordinary lives into extraordinary journeys. Most people live on autopilot. Wake up, check their phone, repeat yesterday, sleep, repeat again. They don't ask why their life feels empty. They don't ask how they can grow. They don't ask what else is possible. They stop being curious and they start being comfortable, but comfort never creates greatness. Curiosity does. Curiosity pushes you to read one more page, to watch one more lecture, to ask one more question, to try one more time. Curiosity is what makes you look at failure and say, what can this teach me? Instead of, why did this happen to me? Curiosity transforms pain into wisdom, mistakes into lessons, confusion into clarity. Think about it. Why do some people keep evolving while others stay stuck for years? It's not intelligence, it's not luck, it's curiosity. Curious people don't accept life at surface level. They go deeper. They want to understand people, emotions, systems, money, time, themselves. They ask, why do I think the way I think? Why do I react this way? Why do successful people act differently? Why do habits shape destiny? And every why opens a new door. Curiosity makes you a student for life, and life rewards students. The world doesn't belong to those who think they know everything. It belongs to those who are always learning. Because the moment you say, I know enough, life says, then you are done growing. Be curious about yourself. Why do certain things trigger you? Why do you procrastinate? Why do you fear starting? Why do you doubt your own potential? These questions are not meant to judge you. They are meant to free you. Self-curiosity is self-mastery. When you understand yourself, you control your direction. When you ignore yourself, life controls you. Be curious about people. Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you cannot see. Instead of judging, ask, what made them this way? What can I learn from this interaction? Curiosity creates empathy. Empathy creates connection. Connection creates influence. Be curious about failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the classroom of success. Every failure carries information. Every loss carries insight. Every rejection carries redirection. Curious minds extract value from pain. Closed minds collect excuses. Be curious about time. Why do some people use 1 year to change their life, while others waste 10 years repeating the same mistakes? Because curious people ask, how can I use today better? What habit can I build? What skill can I learn? They don't wait for motivation. They investigate progress. Be curious about the world, technology, psychology, business, health, spirituality, communication. You don't need to master everything, but you must stay interested in something. A curious mind never grows old. It stays alive, alert, adaptable. The world is changing fast. If your curiosity stops, you get left behind. Curiosity keeps you relevant. Curiosity keeps you sharp. Curiosity keeps you ahead. Let me tell you something powerful. Curiosity is courage in disguise. It takes courage to admit, I don't know. It takes courage to ask questions. It takes courage to challenge old beliefs. But that courage leads to wisdom. Most people pretend to know. Few people are brave enough to learn. Be among the few. Your curiosity today can rewrite your future tomorrow. One book can change your thinking. One question can change your direction. One idea can change your income. One insight can change your identity. But only if you are curious enough to search for it. Life is not meant to be survived. It is meant to be explored. Don't reduce your existence to routines and responsibilities only. There is more inside you waiting to be unlocked. That more responds to curiosity. So I want you to remember this. Stay curious when things are easy. Stay curious when things are hard. Stay curious when you feel lost. Stay curious when you feel confident. Because curiosity keeps you moving forward even when motivation fades. And now, this is the moment that matters. From today, decide this. Decide to question more. Decide to learn daily. Decide to explore ideas instead of escaping distractions. Decide to replace mindless scrolling with mindful searching. Decide to treat life like a classroom, not a prison. Ask better questions. Seek better answers. Build a better version of yourself. Don't aim to know everything. Aim to never stop learning, because the day you stop being curious is the day you stop becoming. So promise yourself this. No matter your age, no matter your past, no matter your mistakes, you will always be curious to know more in life. If this message touched something inside you, don't let it fade. Reflect on it. Act on it. Live it. And remember who you are becoming. Modify yourself. Let it go even deeper now, because curiosity is not just a habit. It is a way of living. It is how you wake up in the morning and choose awareness over routine. It is how you face uncertainty and choose questions over fear. It is how you look at life and say, there is still more for me to discover. Most people think curiosity fades with age. That is a lie. Curiosity fades with surrender. Curiosity fades when people stop believing that change is possible. Curiosity fades when people decide, this is all life will ever be. But life always has more. More lessons, more opportunities, more versions of you, and curiosity is the key that opens them. Think about the moments that truly changed you, not the easy days, not the comfortable routines. The moments that changed you were the moments you asked, what if, what else, why not me? How can I do this better? That question saved you. That question woke you up. That question pulled you forward when everything tried to pull you back. Curiosity is what keeps hope alive. When you're curious, you don't give up easily. You experiment, you adapt, you try again with new understanding. Curious people don't say, it's over. They say, there must be another way, and there always is. Curiosity makes you resilient, because when something breaks, you don't break with it. You study it, you learn from it, you rebuild stronger. Curiosity turns confusion into clarity, fear into fascination, pressure into purpose. Even pain becomes meaningful when curiosity enters. Instead of asking, why is life so unfair? You ask, what is this moment shaping me into? And that question changes everything. Be curious about silence. Not every answer comes from noise. Some answers arrive when you sit quietly and listen to yourself. Ask yourself, what do I really want? What drains my energy? What gives me life? What am I avoiding? What am I becoming? Those questions are uncomfortable, but they are necessary. Growth does not come from comfort. It comes from honest curiosity. Be curious about your habits. Small actions repeated daily create massive outcomes. If you don't question your habits will decide your future for you. Ask, why do I scroll when I feel empty? Why do I delay what matters? Why do I settle for average? Curiosity gives you awareness. Awareness gives you choice. Choice gives you power, and power gives you freedom. Be curious about fear. Fear is not your enemy. It is a signal. Every fear is pointing to a lesson, a challenge, a chance to expand. When fear appears, don't run. Ask, what is this trying to teach me? What part of me needs to grow? Curious people don't let fear control them. They let fear inform them, and then they move forward anyway. Be curious about success. Success is not luck. It leaves clues. How do disciplined people think? How do focused people manage time? How do confident people talk to themselves? Study them, learn from them, adapt what fits you. Curiosity shortens the distance between where you are and where you want to be. Be curious even when you're tired, especially then, because tiredness often hides insight. Frustration often hides growth. Confusion often hides clarity. If you stay curious, you stay awake. If you stay awake, you stay alive. Life is not about having all the answers. It is about never losing the hunger to ask. Some of the most dangerous words in life are, "I already know that." The moment you say that, you close yourself to possibility. The strongest minds stay humble, they stay open, they stay curious, and that humility is their real strength. Let curiosity guide your days. Let it guide your choices. Let it guide your conversations. Let it guide your dreams, because curiosity does not let you shrink. It forces you to expand, and expansion is the purpose of life. You were not born to repeat. You were born to evolve. You were not born to fit in a box. You were born to explore beyond limits. So whenever life feels heavy, whenever routine feels dull, whenever motivation feels low, return to curiosity, ask one question, read one paragraph, learn one idea, try one new approach. One small act of curiosity can restart your entire journey. And now listen to this part very carefully. Curiosity is a responsibility. If you have access to knowledge, if you have access to learning, if you have access to growth, then staying ignorant is a choice, and you are meant for more than that. You owe it to yourself to grow, you owe it to your future to learn, you owe it to your potential to explore, so don't sleep on your questions, don't silence your why, don't ignore your inner pull to know more. That pull is your soul asking you to rise. From this moment forward, live like a seeker, think like a learner, move like a student of life, not rushed, not pressured, but deeply interested, because when curiosity leads, fulfillment follows. And when learning becomes a lifestyle, transformation becomes inevitable. So once again, promise yourself, no matter how far you go, no matter how much you achieve, no matter how confident you become, you will always remain curious, because curiosity keeps you human, curiosity keeps you humble, curiosity keeps you growing, and growth is the real success. If this message stirred something inside you, honor it. Don't forget it tomorrow. Don't delay it next week. Don't ignore it next year. Live it today. Ask, explore, learn, grow, and become the person you were always meant to be. Modify yourself.